plastic prism is back. It is based on the same plastic prism we had before. It was built exactly the same as the last one. That is, Maglio's cell was built the same. But we've enlarged it now, and there's a security screening area. The ramp that we had in the last film with the big plastic shroud around the tunnel didn't open and close, but this one we've made to actually on camera open and close, so we don't have to do all of that in CG. We just do the wider shots in CG and leave the tighter shots to camera, which is wonderful. When we had Ian in the cell, we shot Ian doing virtually all of the action in the cell on that set, although we removed the first third of the cell because we were going to replicate it in CG.
From this point out, we're reconstructing that on the computer so that it can be broken.
Yeah, everything you see breaking and falling down is all CG and matched to the live action set.
These sets of doors, this ring, all this glass that's breaking are done on the computer. It's very hard to do this on a set, and to have somebody walk through it. It's also even hard just to have someone on a green screen and put them back into something like this. It's also hard to choreograph breaking things back easily. So Mike decided that he wanted to have control over it. We proceeded to do it. When you break glass, it's actually a hard thing to do for us on the computer. It's a very natural event, and each of the pieces, you don't want to go and have an animator animate the multiple thousand pieces that are here individually. So what we do is we procedurally program again, and we say, gee, that's a piece of glass. On the piece of glass I have boundaries, and as I fall I'm going to have a little bit of rotational components put to it, and I'm going to hit things, and when I hit, I'm going to hit and rebound in a certain way, and it will fly off. And by the way, I'm also going to fall by the force of gravity, which is 32 feet per sec, and it's going to look really natural because I'm going to do all that stuff sort of like a physics simulation. And indeed, our broken glass is sort of a physics simulation as the glass falls down. We did define how the glass is going to break, and define the patterns by using an artist. Nori painted us a picture of the glass fracture pattern. We didn't want to write a program for the glass fracture pattern and waste the time to do that, so we just hand drew it. So it's a combination approach.
For scenes like this, there's nothing that we can do with lasers or markers of any sort that's really going to help the actor. It's all in my eye and in Brian Singer's eye, so we watch Ian, for instance, perform, and I say to Brian, I think he's looking too low. I think the balls are higher than that. And then Brian says to Ian, can you raise your eye line just a little bit? And Ian looks up a little bit, and Brian looks at me, and I say, yeah, that's good. And then we go ahead and shoot the shot. And it's only because in my mind, I know where those balls are. And we can give people, actors, eye lines for where we think things are. And sometimes we use lasers to give them a dot to follow, if it has to move, or a light bulb. Sometimes it's just a marker on a stick. Sometimes it's just a tape dot on the wall. Yeah, we do things like that.